few times now.
Yeah, I have. I don't know. It's honestly it's the unknown. I don't know what it's going to be like. Training camp is training camp every year. I don't.
What's the level of excitement then? I'm sure you guys are tired of going through all the summer conditioning, early mornings, all that stuff. We're finally getting to play some football.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got to be a level of excitement just to start playing the game you love.
Oh yeah, we're all excited. Don't hear me. We're all excited. Playing that everyone wants to play that first game. But we have to do something first to get to that first game. It's gonna be a fun time.
After 6 years, how do you set goals for yourself after having done this so many times? Do the goals get more refined or specific?
It's just small goals, and then you can. It's not like looking at the big picture. It's just small little goals that you can take each step at practice, like working on one small detail every day at practice. And then once you do that a couple times and you got it down, then you move on to the new thing. And you just write small little goals and you believe in yourself.
Has expansion in the Big Ten led to any more studying in the off season, or you're just taking it week at a time?
Week
when
at
the
a
team
time.
shows up?
Yeah, week at a time right now.
Right, season opener is going to be career start number what for you? Do you know the number?
Is it 42? I think.
How many offensive linemen get to start that many games? What does it mean to you to?
I know Searles. Right now I think I was told that I have the same amount of starts as Searles. And I know Jaime's up there too. But I know Searles has it the longest and the most. I would never think I would be in this position to say that I've had the most career starts here in Nebraska, which is something that's unbelievable, to tell you the truth.
It takes staying healthy to do that too. What have you done, to make sure that you're on the field that many games over the course of your career?
It's just taking care of your body and recovering it and keeping it strong and healthy during the off season.
Were you a wrestler in high school?
I was.
What was it like watching Nash this year wrestle for the team?
It was pretty cool actually. I know he enjoyed that a lot. I know the weight cutting probably didn't, obviously, because it's not fun. But I always make fun of him, and I'd always beat him at wrestling, so I'd always joke around with him. But no, it was really cool to see him out there.
Talk about being the tradition of being an O lineman here in Nebraska. The long history of such great offensive lines. How's that affect your game?
It's cool to see like the past history in the pipeline and see all those guys come back, or see all those guys at a golf tournament or whatever, and you get paired with them like with Aaron Graham. I've been over to Aaron Graham's house with a couple other guys a couple times. It's really cool to hear their stories and what they have done, and their names up on the walls and everything they've done. And they just want us to prove and show the world what we can do. They don't really they want to know what we can do and see and they believe in us of what we can do and just be what they did.
Bryce, this line, as Coach was saying, extremely experienced. Looking at it now versus when you started, how do you guys kind of develop throughout all these years?
We're just doing the small details, believing in ourselves, getting confidence every day to when we run out on that field memorial. It's just going to be the easiest thing ever for us. This is the time to build our confidence and do our technique the correct way and refine everything, and get better every day, and just believe in ourselves.
Bryce, what have you seen from the pass rush this year, especially those edge guys?
Yeah.
Just in practice and workouts. I know Coach White was talking about guys like Princewell taking that next step. Have you seen that step compared to what you saw from them last year? Has that translated all this?
Yeah. I see their confidence. They're building, being young guys, some of them are being young. They're building and learning how to build that confidence and know that like Prince Will can use his speed around the edge or use his inside move or do like certain things that other people can't and use his abilities to the best he can. I mean, it's like the whole D-line can do that. They're just building their confidence up.
Do you take part in bringing those guys along at all? I mean, are you just strictly worrying about your group? I mean, do you say, hey, you know, when you're giving them technique tips or anything like that?
No, not really necessarily like technique tips or anything. It's just when we go at it, we go at it.
Obviously, this week's going to be a really hot week. You know, you've been through that, but how do you kind of mentally stay focused when you're dealing with that kind of thing?
I mean, when you're thrown in the fire, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you just go in, just do what you can, the best you can. There's not much you can prepare yourself for.
Hey Bryce, Teddy was talking about going to the aisles with Dylan.
Yeah,
Did you run up a pretty big bill there?
we did. I don't know how much, but yeah, we did. We ordered a lot of food that night.
Pretty good
Oh, yeah.
camaraderie that night.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He said the wings are crazy over there.
Wings and pizza. That's the thing to get there.
Okay. How have you seen Dylan just kind of, for a freshman with a senior led team, like just kind of try to earn guys' respect?
I mean, he's believing in himself. He's showing what he can do. Step up in the pocket. If you run, he has to run. Do what he has to do. I mean, he's a good kid doing the right thing. Now he's building confidence and take control of that huddle.
Teddy was saying, it seems like personality-wise, he's kind of like your coach. Like, do you see similarities there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a little similarity in the
With
family.
Donnie?
Yeah, there's a little similarity in the family.
What are you most excited about this year? If you had to kind of think about what you're looking forward to when you get past the 4.5 weeks of fall camp, what are you looking forward to most?
Just the first game, honestly.
But like, what specifically about that?
Just being back in Memorial, I guess. There's nothing like it for your final season.
Do you think about that sometimes? Like, one last round, kind of, you know, not putting too much pressure on yourself, but kind of like the expectations of what you hope for this season, like what those goals could look like.
Right now, it really hasn't hit me yet. I mean, it will later on, but right now, not really. It hasn't hit me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to get up or if you're stuck sitting there.
Hey Bryce, I have a few questions. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Doing all right. Hey, the confidence that this team has to do something this year, where does that come from when you guys haven't done it on the field yet, but the confidence is still there? Where's that come from?
I mean, it's building every day, just the belief in yourself, honestly.
Is it the preparation?
I mean, it's all the work you do in the weight room to all the on-field work we do. It's just the confidence that you have, and you just believe in yourself and what you can do.
Do you see that through the team? Is that all over the place?
Oh yeah.
Coach Rule has called this a player-led team. What does that look like to you? How do you see that this is a player-led team?
I mean, the older guys are taking accountability, showing the young guys the path, the way, and what the standard is. And to exceed the standard, don't just like fall below it or stay at the standard. You always want to exceed the standard. I mean, and the young guys are doing a pretty good job with it right now too.
Where do you fit into that? The guys come to you, or are you kind of helping them out?
I mean, it's just shown through, I would say, work, and every once in a while a guy will come and talk to me or need something, and yeah.
Bryce, what's the dynamic like with the coaches being in the dorms with you guys for the start of training camp?
I don't know yet. Last year we didn't really see any of the coaches in the dorms because they're here till I don't know how late. I mean, if we have to go through it, I mean, it's pretty cool that they had to go through it too.
I was told that there were some pranks going back and forth last year.
There was.
Okay,
I don't know much about them though.
Are you have to have head on the swivel this year expecting?
I'm not
anything?
worried, no.
Bryce, what's your strategy as a 6'9", 6'10" guy? I asked Teddy the same question with the twin bed for 2 weeks.
You know, last year I came in with, I did not bring a mattress pad last year, which I regretted. So this year I'm coming with a mattress pad, and hopefully that changes. And then just
Are your legs like fully over the edge?
yeah, they'll be over the edge. Yeah, it's tough. And then take your naps while you can during the day.
Find a good couch somewhere.
Yeah, that or somewhere. Yeah.
Teddy mentioned going and getting pizza with Dylan this summer, and how he took you guys all to the aisles. I understand that freshmen today in college football maybe have some resources that freshmen didn't have, several years ago. But what's that like to see a 19-year-old doing that for his offensive line? When you have to play a game in the program.
I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, that just means he wants us to. I mean, he's a likable guy. He's a great dude. He's doing the right thing. He wants to hang out with us, have a good time. I mean, it's just more than just football to him, and just building relationships and everything together.
Everybody pretty much get a whole pizza to themselves. Is that how that works when you take the O-line out?
Pretty much, yeah. And order anything you want. Order wings and pizza. That's all it is there.
Get the tower?
No, I do not. Me and Teddy usually split a large pizza.
Oh, he said he gets a whole pizza.
Depends, depending how we're feeling. But yeah, I don't get the leaning tower though.
This is going to be your 6th year at Nebraska. I mean, have you ever thought about just the number of games you've logged? And I mean, when you're done here, you could have the most games played of any lineman in the history of Nebraska football.
It's really cool. I know right now, I was told, I think Searles, I think, has the record right now, or I'm tied with or something. I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, coming in as a freshman, you don't really think of these things that you can do or have by your senior season. It's pretty unbelievable, especially on the offensive line with all the traditions that it's been here.
Was it an easy decision for you to want to come back? I mean, obviously you could have probably just moved on, kind of like Garrett Nelson did a year ago.
Yeah.
Was it an easy call for you, especially with NIL and the new opportunities college football can give a guy?
I mean, the more I talk to my family and people who I wanted to talk to and needed to talk to, and just thinking about it, it was the right decision to come back and play another year.
Is it safe to say you made as big of an improvement year over year in your career last year as you have at Nebraska? And when you go back and kind of study your film and past progress, and why so was that the case? Would you say?
Just building the confidence in yourself. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, you played enough football, I proved what I can do. It's just having that self-confidence in yourself to believe in what you're doing.
And would you give Donnie a lot of that credit? Or?
Yeah.
What is it about his style that really helps you kind of go?
I mean, he just wants the best for you, and he knows if you could do the thing once, correctly once, then you can do it all the time correctly, and do it the right standard, at the highest standard all the time. He just wants the best out of you.
Thank you.